Hi everybody. I think it's all working. I think we are streaming in Facebook and YouTube. So we might as well get started, even though we are a few seconds early. Better than being a few minutes late, which is my normal routine. So here we go. I'm here with, let's record it just in case. Okay. My name's Graham and I'm here with the updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty on a global scale. We've been around about 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. And we're now expanding our economy to help our members by improving the liquidity and value of our currency. All our members hold our currency. We give it to them free every month, and anybody can become a member. There's no fee, no obligation. Come along, register, prove you're a real person. We'll even give you a couple of dollars to get started. We are also a non-separatist organization. That means we don't separate people into groups based on what they look like, what the gender is, where they come from, what language they speak. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. Excuse me, always seem to have this frog in my throat when we start talking. I spend all day just doing this, and I don't test my voice, and then when I start speaking, it's all muffled, so I apologize. Before we have that little affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find what everybody seeks in life. Not everybody knows that's what they're seeking, but they are seeking true happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, but true happiness is something that comes within and can't be destroyed, and it can't be bought. You can buy short-term pleasure when you move into your new home, or pay off your debts, or go on the world cruise, or whatever it is you've always wanted to do. But that true lasting joy, that bliss that is always with you, is what everybody seeks in life. There are people that are regarded as being successful, but they're still struggling. They're still searching for something. They don't know what it is. And it is that true happiness. And the only way you can get it is through loving service to other people. But the great thing about being of loving service to other people is not only are you sharing happiness and joy with those people, helping them, becoming more happy yourself, but attracting into your life through that everything else that you want and need. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way of living your life. It's far better than stressing out trying to chase after money, which is very difficult. And just help as many people as you can in as many ways as you can, and you'll find that you won't have to bother about chasing after anything. It'll all chase after you. So that's how we're getting started with that little prayer and affirmation. But first, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. We record all these events because we know that not everybody can be here at 7 p.m. London time. And a lot of our members watch the replays. We have people that are in bed at this time, or at work, or, because we are global. They might just be out enjoying themselves. It's not a convenient time for them, and that's fine. And that's why we have the recordings. And as I say, a lot of people watch those, and they're all available either in YouTube or Facebook, going all the way back to day one, 5 years ago. So plenty of viewing for you there if you ever get bored. Right. And so let's just welcome the people that are here live. so far. We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, and we've got Cody here in the app as well. But Cody isn't really here. Cody is my dog, and he's not interested in watching this, but I'm interested in watching it on my other computer. I can see what's going on because the admin panel looks different than what you see. And so I like to be able to just check on what you're seeing to make sure it's what I think you're seeing, okay? But also in YouTube, it's far better if you can make it in the app, because if you want to join in, you can unmute yourself and have a word, start singing, tell people about how you're progressing, the difficulties that you're having, the successes that you're having. But if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can post comments. You don't see any replies that I make, but you'll hear if you put in a question, you know, because we're here to answer your questions, then I can talk about it. But if it requires a link or something, when I post it in here, only the people in the app, in our link, see what I post. So there are limitations when you are watching from YouTube or Facebook. But we have Ramachandra in from Watford on YouTube, and we've got a couple more people in. We've got Bozina in from Slovenia, and we've also got our other Bozina. We have two Bozinas who are regular here, and one is from Edinburgh in Scotland, and one is from Slovenia. So welcome to both of you and everybody else as well. Let's get started right now with that little prayer and affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been happening today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. And I see Maureen's joined us as well from London in England, and Don from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Another advantage of being here in the app, in our link, is if you don't understand my speech, either because I've got a funny accent for you, or because English is a struggle for you, if you're in the app, you can click on a little icon at the top that says View. That brings a drop-down menu. You click on the bottom item in that, and it brings up a text bar at the bottom. And everything I say is then converted into text instantly, and it appears in that bar at the bottom. And the great thing about that is it's there in English to start with, but you can then select from another menu on the right. You click a little arrow or whatever it's called, a little thing like that, and it lists a number of languages, you know, so whether you want Spanish or German or Dutch or Japanese or Hindu or whatever, it is available to you, and it instantly translates my speech text into your language. So it's a good asset for you to have and use. Right. What's been happening today? I've been catching up from not being here for 3 days. I think we're pretty ready to go. I had a word with Vishal, and I think we're pretty much ready to go with ShareHope. We'll be testing it rigorously Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, and even into Thursday perhaps, because on Thursday, I'm not sure what time we've got it set for. It might be midnight Thursday. We run the new system, and it runs from the 27th of the month, or the 28th of the month is when we begin our month. Sounds a funny date, doesn't it? But we begin our month on the 28th, and we end our month on the 27th of the following month. So only once a month do we update the matrix, and so no matter when you pay your subscription within the calendar month, between the 28th and the 27th of the following month, it doesn't matter. It just counts as a payment for that month. So for example, when we run the matrix on the 27th, the new period will begin on the 28th, and you can pay your fee on the 28th, your subscription, or you can leave it right the way through to the 27th. I don't recommend you do that, because if something goes wrong and you miss out and then you're not in the matrix and you lose your position. So I recommend that you do it earlier rather than later. But just in case, you know, you want to leave it, you can leave it to the 27th. It counts in exactly the same way. It's just paying for that 1 month. And then everybody that is new in that month will be allocated a position in the matrix in accordance with the power line. So that means that anybody that joined after you that upgrades in the same month or later than you is always going to fall into the matrix below your position. It's a hybrid matrix that we're introducing. So you will get 2 entries in there. One of them will go randomly anywhere. It'll go in just the first empty space in the matrix. And you could be really lucky. You could get popped into somebody's downline who's a real go-getter that refers a lot of people, and you'll get masses of spillover. Normally, most people won't get a lot of spillover if they get any at all. But you have the other position that goes into your team matrix. It goes under your sponsor in the plan, and you can build your own network below there as well. And all being in the one matrix, it means that you're going to move faster into higher ranking, get bigger withdrawals from the ShareHope Trust Fund, and make more money from the matrix. So it's good in every sense of the word. So I'm looking forward to that being available to you, and we'll get it run. I'm not, as I say, I'm not sure. I think we decided we're going to do it midnight on the 27th. But you want to make sure you are subscribed. If you have funds in your ShareHope deposit account, it will automatically pay your fee into the next month, which is $12 a month. However, if you put in your $130 and you've got all the balance of your months available, let's suppose you've been in 6 months and you've got $65 in your ShareHope deposit account. That will cover you for lifetime, because it'll pay each month, and at the end of your 12th month, in the unlikely event that you are not generating sufficient income to pay your next month $12 fee, let's suppose you've only got $9, then admin will make your $9 up to the $12 So you will never have to put your hand in your pocket again. It'll always be there for you. It'll just keep building and building, and as more people join us, it'll just carry on increasing your income. And once you're making $12 or more, it'll automatically, excuse me, pay you into the next month. And it'll just keep growing until you max it out at, I can't remember what the maximum is offhand, and I don't think I've got it handy. But I've got a feeling, no, I'm not going to tell you because I don't know. But it will be thousands of dollars rather than tens or hundreds of dollars. It's thousands of dollars that you will be generating from the plan in time. Now, if you're active in the plan and you're really pushing it and you're helping people build and you're helping them do the same as you can move very, very quickly, and you can max that matrix out within, well, you can do it within days, but most people won't. It'll take weeks. Some people will take months. If you're passive, it's going to probably take years, but it's going to get you there. Okay. So we're excited about that. Devyani is taking a breather this weekend. She worked one of the days last weekend, and she's been working frantically on getting the coding right for updated coding for everything that we do. And it was a big and boring task, and now we've just got to check that everything is working as it should, because when you change, even upgrading in the same, it's a PHP version, but upgrading to a later version can sometimes affect the way things work. So we will need to test it. Okay. We got Peter in from the Cameroon as well. Just noticed that he's popped in. He's on YouTube. So that will be continued working next week, but it'll really need people to help us out with that testing. And so we will be looking for volunteers to do that. Normally we'd go straight to our support team, but our support team is struggling with numbers a little bit at the moment for various reasons. So I think it's unlikely that we're going to get a lot of help from there. And so we'll probably, as I say, be looking for help from one or two other people. Ram, I've not heard from. I'll probably hear from him Monday, but Monday I will be away most of the day again. I certainly won't be available after 11 and probably after about 10:30 a.m. I will be back in time for the evening, and I will do what I can to keep in touch with things through the day, but physically I won't be here in front of my computer, so it'll be another day lost. But from Tuesday onwards we should be back to normal and getting everything running smoothly, more and more and more and more. Today I did a new video because people come to We Share Abundance and they say, oh, there's so much, I don't really know what to do. So I tried to explain it in a shortened version of a presentation. Can't remember how long it lasts, but it's not very long. Wonder if I've got it available here. Let me see. No, I don't have it to hand, so and I don't think I'll be logged in to find it. Well, maybe I can get it this way. Just a minute. Uh, no, that's not worked. But it is a message is in there in your internal mail, internal messaging system, and it has the page for that, which you can use to promote. I've not got any links to it from anywhere else at the moment, because I only managed to sort of get it done and get it out, and then I had to get on to other things as well. But I think it'll help people understand a little bit more about We Share Abundance. It tells them they can join free and they don't have to do anything other than log in and just work their way up through the pools and potentially get some free handouts. Or they can come in and join any of our programs, and 4 of them they can be in and be passive and still generate income. They need patience. If you're in the passive, you need to have patience because you're relying on other people to generate income for you. If you're active, you can make a lot of money quickly, and a lot of our members have and do. And then we tell them that we have the Success Blueprint, which is for people that really want to change their life and be in control of their destiny and not be pushed and buffeted around by circumstances. And I see Maya has just joined us from England as well, South East England. Okay. So that pretty much covers the updates. Once I get back into full time, if you like, on Tuesday, I will be working on putting more information into the Easy Team Builder training. There'll be more going in there, lots of useful little things that you can do. Some very simple, and they're available free to people, like Google Mail templates, for example. I don't know how many of you use them. I don't know how many of you even know they exist. But they make it very easy for you to follow up on people that join your network, respond to your ads. And there'll be a lot more as well, ongoing training in there. Of course, the ideal thing is we will get to the point where we'll have special tools as well available to the members of the Easy Team Builder. And incidentally, the Success Blueprint, once you join, you get access free for a month into the Easy Team Builder. And then as soon as you've referred your first person, you get paid in for a year. So that's an additional benefit in the Success Blueprint. That's the only thing that you get pretty much in advance. You have to build your team, then to get those other benefits released, get paid into all our programs and Vibe at the highest level, and so on and so forth. Building a team isn't easy, but it isn't difficult either. But it is something that if you've not done it before, you need to learn to do it. It's as simple as that. And when you start, you probably won't be good at it. But as you spend more time with it, you will become better at it until you can do it just automatically. It just happens. It becomes a habit. A little bit like tying your shoelaces. When you first put on a pair of shoes with laces, your parent, your mother perhaps, got down and tied your shoelaces for you, and you watched and you thought, well, okay. But you had to learn to do it for yourself. And your mother was patient and took time to teach you how to tie your shoelaces. And at first it was a bit confusing and difficult, and sometimes it ended up in a knot. Sometimes they didn't really stay tied up, they fell apart. But over time, you learned to tie your shoelaces in an efficient way. And gradually it became automatic. You didn't even have to think about it. You could be doing something else or thinking about something else. Well, you automatically just tied your shoelaces and that was it. And it's the same with anything that we do in life. It's difficult when we don't know how to do it. It can be difficult when we're learning how to do it. But the more we do it, the easier it becomes. And until it gets to the point where it just is automatic and you don't even think about it. Walking is something else, you know. Walking takes a lot of practice. You have to learn to balance, stand on one leg and then one leg, the other leg, and put one in front of the other. And when you start walking, you fall over. And once again, your parents, they take you by the hand, they pick you up, and you're keen because you've seen other people walking. I want to walk as well, and I don't want to just be crawling around the rest of my life. I want to walk. And when you walk, it's a little bit unsteady. You wobble and you might fall over, but you can get up and carry on. And then you think, well, walking's okay. Now I'm going to run. And so you start running. And you see children, they take a great joy in running just for the fun of running. And because it is a new skill that they've attained. And you'll start running with your business. And you'll want to just build it because it's fun to use that new skill that you've attained. But along the way, you're going to fall over. And you're going to have people that are prepared to pick you up and help you get back on your feet. Because it is something that's new. It's not hard. It's just different. Okay. Right. Where are we? We've welcomed Peter. We've covered the updates, but we have numbers, and I nearly forgot. So let me give you the numbers. We have an increase of 118 in the 777 plan to 39,973. I would be prepared to bet on the fact that we'll top 40,000 by tomorrow. We have an increase of 9 in our registered members to 51,710, an increase of 15 in our active members. Those are people that are logging in on a regular basis, usually daily, because the more days you log in, the more money we give you. It's as simple as that. And then we have an increase of 7 in the paid members of the ShareHub Powerline plan to 739. Excuse me. And Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base, but amazingly, again, just for logging in and getting the revenue share, we got another $2. And it's taken the bonus pool up to $10,783.67. And that'll be a blessing as well when we can get the developers onto that. But we've got a lot to do in between time. We are now almost a quarter of the way through the year already. It's amazing how time flies. So we need to get things done quickly so that we can get onto those Weezer tokens again and get them transferred and get that Multiply Weezer plan benefiting the members that are in there. Okay, talking of benefiting members that are in, we have a list of active elites, and we're going to pick a couple of them for a bit of free cash. We're going to give them some random withdrawals we're going to collect, connect, do, find. I don't know. You probably know better than me. So I'm going to do a screen share first of all to the random.org website. If I can find it. Window. I don't know why I have this trouble. It should be, but it isn't. It is there. I know. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. It's there now anyway, so I'm going to share it, and hopefully we won't have this problem again. So we have 2,922 people in the spreadsheet, starting at number 2, going up to 2,923. And when we click on the generate button, random.org will select one of them. And then we'll put that number in the spreadsheet, come back here, click generate again, pick another, and then we'll have 2 people that we're going to find and give some money to. It could be as little as $40, could be as much as $150. And of course, their sponsor, if they're in the same list, will get a 100% match. So here we go. 2204 is the first one. And then I come back here, generate 1233. We can stop sharing that now. And it's 1233 because we're going to share now that spreadsheet, which I think is this one. Yeah. So there's the numbers 2204 and 1233. So let's see who they are. We've got that up there. Yeah. 2204. 2204. And that is somebody that's going to get $150, I think. He's in everything. Paste that in there. Numbers match. Is in all the programs. He's going to get $150. And so is his sponsor, Veldhoy 1, provided he's also in the list. Next one, 1233. Let's have a look at that one. 1233. And we put that in there. And we've got a match there. And that is going to be $60 because he gets 40 for being an active elite and another 20 for being in the 777 plan. So Mummy JP might be a lady rather than a gentleman. It's going to get $60. And AY Wealth is going to get a matching $60, provided he is also in this list. And that's it. I'm going to save that. And then we can get them paid within the next 24 hours. And everybody will be happy. We can stop sharing, can go back to the app. And Lewis is congratulating the people that were chosen. We all, I'm sure, want to congratulate them. And that's it for today. Go and enjoy your weekend. For some of you, it'll be Sunday morning. For some of you, it'll be Saturday morning. For some of you, it'll be Saturday afternoon. For me, it's Saturday evening, and I'm going to take Cody out, get a good book, go to bed. Okay. God bless you all, and I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Facebook, hopefully, and in our link, which is probably your best option. Until then, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Get out there, share some love and abundance, go the extra mile, be of loving service to others. It'll change your life for the better. God bless.